Hello, you shouty-headed little noodles. Professor CARRIE QUINLAN here from Ask the Nincompoops. Now, as many of you will know, normally on Ask the Nincompoops show, we have two absolute know-nothing children come in and ask us questions, but we can't do that at the moment. So, what we're going to do, me and Captain Dr. Andy Stanton, what we're going to do, because you still clearly need some educationalism. Yeah, you heard. What we're going to do is we're going to do little videos every day to do you some schooling. Okay, and what we're going to use in these little videos every day is one of these. It's a dictionary. Of course, invented in the 1812s by St. Dictionary of Carpathia, famously the patron saint of words, not to be confused, of course, this with a thesaurus, invented by Thesaurus, the patron dinosaur of words. Very important to remember the difference. Now, a dictionary, as you know, is a book of words. A book of words. And every day we're going to be looking at a new word. We're going to be drinking a cup of tea, and we're going to be telling you about the new word. We're going to be telling you about these new words at random. That is the International Sign Language sign for random. So we're going to start today by just flipping through the dictionary, invented by St. Dictionary of Carpathia. We're going to start today just by opening it at random, and I'm going to tell you about that word. Okay, ready? Strap in, kids. Here we go. There's about to be a cat jumping through, but you might not see him. He's there. That's not important right now. Right, what's important, there he is, are words. And the word today, today's word, is smote. Smote. Smote, of course, is the sidekick of Arthur Wrangler, the very, very well-known 8th century poet who was born in East Sussex and wrote poetry so bad that lots of people around him developed terrible skin conditions. It's a true story. And Smote was his sidekick, and Smote would, his main job was to go around apologising for Arthur Wrangler's terrible poetry and try and cheer people up in general, or specifically for their terrible skin conditions. So that, my friends, is Smote. That is day one of your homeschooling by the Nincompoops. Now, if you want to see what we normally do, look down there. There are links to what we normally do. There. And tomorrow, Captain Professor Sir Andy Stanton will be talking to you about something else, entirely at random, from St. Dictionary's Book of Words. Take care, team. Whatever that means.
Hello everybody, it's another episode of Homeschooling with the Nincompoops, and this time it's me with you, Dr. Andy Stanton, a very important and intelligent individual indeed. And just look how intelligent and important I am, because look at all of these books. They're all over the place. That's not even all of my books. I've got other ones too. I've got some in the toilet. Not in the toilet, but in the toilet, you know. But look at all those books. So important. I haven't read any of them, but maybe one day. So what are we going to do while we're all being schooled from home? Well, it's important to keep the brain nimble and remember that learning and education can come from anywhere at all. One of the best places for educating yourself is just from words. Words. Now, imagine that there was a whole book full of words and each word could give you a completely different idea. Well, there is. And the name for a book of words is a Narakshadoni. So I actually have a Narachidoni right here. I've got the Oxford Children's Narachidoni. So what I'm going to do is open up the Narachidoni at random, at complete random. I don't know where it's going to land. Oh, spin the board, we'll see where it goes. Look, oh, I've got a spot on my nose. Don't mention that. And we'll just see what happens, yeah? I'm going to read, I'm going to find a word, and then I'm going to teach you about it. So at complete random, we'll open the Narachidoni. Oh, knit. Right, well this is an easy one. Knit. And knit can mean one of several things, can't it? A knit, firstly, as you know, you can have knits in your hair. I haven't got any knits in my hair, because otherwise I'd be scratching all the time, wouldn't I? I'd be sitting going, oh, scratchy, scratchy, scratchy. But my hair is perfectly clean, very lovely, and haven't got any knits at all. Another type of knit, is another type. You can get lots of different types of knits. You can get, oh, they feel like they're laying eggs now. Another type of knit. Do you know when you just feel like, because you've been talking about knits, you got knits? Maybe you have. Another type of knit is, it's a name for a silly person, isn't it? Who doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything. Like, he doesn't even know that a book of words is called a Narachidoni. That sort of knit. So there's two types of knits. There's knits that you might have in your hair, which I haven't got, by the way, no knits. And there's the knit who's just a silly person, like, oh, I'm stupid, I don't know stuff, I don't know what a Narachidoni is. Oh, the other day I tried to eat a cake, but I just ended up just slamming it all over my own chest. And then running down the street saying, look out, custard's about. That's that sort of knit. A third type of knit is a knit picker. Now, that's different from a knit scratcher. A knit scratcher is somebody. Well, a knit picker is somebody who is very boring, and you sort of say things like, "Oh, I really enjoyed that film. Do you like the? I really enjoyed that bit where the guy said, we got to go and kill the baddies before the baddies get the gold." And then the nitpicker goes, "They didn't actually say they've got to kill the baddies before the baddies get the gold. They said they've got to kill the baddies before the baddies get to the gold." And then you're just like, "Oh, you're such a nitpicker." And it doesn't matter if they say get to the gold or steal the gold. And then the nitpicker, it does actually, because it's not. If you're not going to pay attention to the film when you're watching it properly, then why are you even watching it? I don't like you very much. Then you sort of say to the nitpicker, well, I don't like you either. I don't know why we're friends. And then he says to you, well, at least I might be a nitpicker, but at least I haven't got nits. And then you say to him, well, I haven't got nits either. If I had nits, I'd be sat here scratching all the time, wouldn't I? So there you have it. That's today's word. Knit. Knit. Now it's in your head. Not in your head, you haven't got knits. You haven't got knits. Some of you might have. Hope not. It's all right if you have, though. Get rid of knits, can't you? Get rid of knits. You just go up to them and go, oi, knits! Get out of it! Anyway, there you go. There's the learning from me, Dr. Andy Stanton. And if you've enjoyed watching and learning about this, then we've got some links to where you can go and listen to loads and loads of episodes of Ask the Nincompoops with real kids asking me and Professor Carrie Quinlan real questions and us giving them real knowledges. And sometimes I think they might give us knits.
Hello, you startle-faced little nose hairs. How are you doing today? My name is Dr. Carrie Quinlan. I am of Ask the nincompoops. And as you know, normally on Ask the Nincompoops to muddle-headed little children. Come on, ask us questions. We bestow our wisdom on them, me and Major Andy Stanton of the Light Brigade. We bestow our wisdom, they go away an awful lot cleverer, and our work is done. But obviously we can't do that at the moment. So what we're doing is we are, because education, schooling is still important, we're doing these videos, and we're going to send out these videos, and you're going to learn things from St Dictionary's Book of Words. So today's word is, let's find out, drum roll please, or flappy page turny thing, please. Today's word is till. Till. Now, a till, of course, you find in the shop of your choice. If you put money in, people take money out. Till. But what you don't know about tills is about to amaze you. Because tills originally come from the Latin tillatium, which means box full of cash, man. Who knew? So what would happen with the tillatium, this box full of cash in your Roman times, is that Romans would carry them round, and they wouldn't shake hands with each other because they were holding a box. It wasn't possible. So what they'd do with this box full of cash is they'd bump them together. Sometimes cash would spill over. Cash from your box would spill into the other person's box, cash from their box would spill into your box, and that's how money in general was exchanged. It was a very different sort of economic system. The financial markets were not really a thing, and that's how cash exchanges happened. It didn't really work because, of course, you couldn't buy anything. You were just smashing boxes of money into each other. You didn't really know what anything was worth, what anything cost. It was all pure luck, smashing boxes into each other by way of greeting. And you didn't actually ever, no one gave you an egg, for example, in return for this smashing boxes of money into each other. They did try that firstly, of course, the word for initially in Roman times. Firstly, they would put eggs in the boxes, smash them together, but, they smashed. Didn't really work. So they moved on to this strange old barter system of smashing boxes full of cash into each other and seeing what happened, who turned out richest, who turned out not so richest. And it turned out, actually, what was interesting is that because you'd think that there would be a sort of natural selection, and the strongest would survive. So that if you were strong and you smashed your box really hard into someone else's box, you get more money. But actually, the reverse was true. The weaker you were, the more money came your way. Also, often, if you were very strong and you smashed boxes too hard, your box smashed completely, and people from around about would run up and take all your cash, and you'd be left with very, very little cash indeed. So it wasn't really sustainable. And eventually, Julius Caesar realised, as he was crossing a river, that this really wasn't the way that was going to work long term for humanity in terms of a financial system, and he invented the Bank of England. It was none of his business, really. He wasn't in England yet, but he just liked the name. And that is what England is named after. So if it wasn't for these smashy money boxes, which became later tills, we wouldn't have the Bank of England, and we wouldn't consequently have England. And, well, where would we be then? Well, we'd be in the middle of the sea, and we'd be floating about, and we'd have to get rid of all our cash anyway, because it'd be weighing us down, and that wouldn't be helpful in the middle of the sea. So, good thing, really, that tills became tills in shops, and no longer does anyone have to live under the tyranny of smashing things into each other by way of greeting. Now we can just say, all right, and that's a much, much fairer system. So there we have it. There we are. Till. till. If you want to see what we normally do, you can see it. There are links to the Ask the Nincompoops podcast. And tomorrow, Andy Stanton of the Stanton family of Old New Hampshire will be talking to you about something else from St Dictionary's Book of Words. Goodbye. Whatever that means.
Hello, you crunchy little budgerigars. Do you know who I am? I do, because I'm me. Do you know who you are? I hope so, because that's your job. Well, I am Professor Andy Stanton, and I have won thousands and thousands and thousands of awards and prizes and chocolate coins for my services to edumacation and teaching kids how to think. Yeah, thousands of look, there's a trophy I just won right now. Hooray! Do you know what that trophy's for? Being the best at stuff. Each day, we're going to be picking a new word at random out of the Book of Words. And what's the Book of Words called again? It's called the Narachydoni. Here is the Oxford Children's Narachydoni. It's full of words. With one word, you can go on an adventure of learning and information, and we can discover all sorts of things that we might not have known before. So I'm so confident of my abilities to teach you anything from one word. I'm just going to flip open the book at random, not even looking. Find a random word. Cow. Cow. Right. Well, a cow. This is so easy if you don't know, by the way. Don't worry, I'm hit a cow. A cow? Well, the first thing... A cow. There could be nothing simpler than a cow. Well, let's choose a different word, shall we? Because I'm not sure about cow. Let's choose it. So it just goes to show not all words are brilliant for teaching stuff, because sometimes you just forget what a word is. Never mind, we'll try another word of the day. Gem. A little gem. We all know what a gem is, don't we? A gem. A gem is an animal that lives in a field, and that's where we get milk from it. We get the milk from the gem's udders. I hope you're taking notes. Hold on. We get the gem is sitting in the field, and he's got a face. The gem is a gem. I think the gem gives the milk. You look at the gem, and then if you throw some sticks at the gem, and then the milk explodes out of the gem, I think, and then it gets all over you, and then you go and walk to you climb a tree, and then you find a small nest of cows, I think. That's right, I've got it now. We're learning about two words now. The gem gives you the milk from the field. The gem is sitting in the field, and he's a gemstone. And you throw the sticks at the gemstone, and the milk comes out. You're covered with milk, and then you think it's time to feed the cows. So you climb up the tree, and you go and say hello to the cows. Oh, hello, what are you doing here? Are you Professor Andy Stanton? Yes, I am actually, cows. Would you like some milk? Yes, we would like some milk to feed our young, because of course the cows give birth to a young panther. So you give the milk from the gem to the cows in the tree to feed their young panther. And what's the young panther's name? It's Barry the panther. And Barry then grows up himself. What does Barry the panther grow up to be? I've just remembered. He grows up to be another gem. And he sits in the field, You throw sticks at Barry, he produces more milk. You go and see some other cows. You give them the milk. Little baby panther goes and be another Jim. Throw the sticks at the milk, and throws the. You go and throw the stick, and so it goes round and round and round. And do you know what that is called, kids? That is called the circle of life. Well, there you go. That's how you learn stuff, because you have to know things from your brain. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it taught you an awful lot. And tomorrow, Dr. CARRIE QUINLAN will be here with another Word of the Day. And if you want to see what we normally do on Ask the Nincompoops, our brilliant podcast where kids come in and talk to us and we answer more questions very, very professionally, you can look at the links below this video. Yeah, the link will take you to the podcast. Listen to it with your face. Okay, have a lovely day. Bye.
Hello, my favourite little juicy fruits. How you been? Well, I hope. Good. Now, I've been fine. Thanks for asking. That's sweet of you. Yeah, and I've been pretty good actually. Yeah, just hanging out here. It's nice. I like it. I'm going to stay. Now, you may know me. You may not. If you don't, I'm CARRIE QUINLAN. I am a very, very clever grown-up from the Ask the Nincompoops podcast. If you do know me, I'm still that. That doesn't change. Just simply your knowledge that changes, and your knowledge changes because Andy Stanton and myself give you bits of knowledge all the time. From the Ask the Nincompoops podcast, we give you knowledge, and from St Dictionary's Book of Woods, we also give you knowledge. We give you daily knowledge, 5 minutes a day. Just pick a word, we'll tell you about the word, and you go away loads smarter. It's a pretty good deal, right? Yes, good. So I'm going to pick a word at random and I'm going to tell you about it. And I'm going to start from the back of the dictionary and go to there. And the word is blend. Blend. Now, blend is obviously a mixture. And a blender, you may have a blender in your kitchen, is a thing that is made out of mixtures. So if you might want to, after this, go and hunt out a blender, if you like. It mixes things up, but it also is made out of a mixture of a big thing and another thing, and then a thing on the side, and then a thing underneath, and maybe a thing just leading to the other thing, and then you press the thing and whoosh, blend. So that's what blend means. It means to put a thing on a thing and a thing and the thing with the thing and the thing leading to the thing, and everything, things all come together and they blend. So why? I hear you ask. No, seriously, why? I hear you ask again. It's a good question. It's a good question. Why blend? Well, because if you didn't blend, everything would be separate. Now, in some ways, that's a good thing. You don't want to. Well, if things are separate, well, things are separate. Some things are separate. Some things are not separate. Some things blend. But if everything was separate, then nothing would be together, and the whole would all be drifting out in space, and that would really do our nuts in. Just drifting around in space for days and hours and mornings and evenings and nights and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, drifting. So we need to blend. And what we blended into is a world. And what happened, right? What happened was a thing, the universe began about 25 years ago with a thing called the Big Blend. And the Big Blend was a moment when something, either a higher power or just the oneness of the universe, or some, woman called Angela, decided to put the thing and the thing and the thing and the thing underneath and the thing and then the thing leading to the thing together and create a universe. So that's what happened. That was the Big Blend that started our universe as we know it today. And of course, there was quite a lot of air in the Big Blend, which means that the universe is expanding. And who knows when it'll stop expanding. It's kind of like an infinity-ish Angel Delight. Or other mousse. Other mousses are available. It's like that. That was the original Big Blend, and that's where everyone else got the idea of blending from. And so now, most of us, at some point of an afternoon, will put the thing with the thing, and the thing, and the thing underneath, and the thing leading to the thing. Blend. And if you enjoyed that, and you learned something, of course you did. I mean, how could you not learn something from stuff like that? You can also listen to Ask the Nincompoops with me and Andy Stanton. Link is somewhere here. That is the plan. So may your Big Blend go with you. Well, that means.